Lady D would say, it is Thursday, Thursday, Thursday. It is Thursday, Thursday, Thursday. Yes. 10 minutes after 6 o'clock on a Thursday evening. Once again, I am here. Sitting in for Lady D Denise Gomez. And of course, by now, you know the voice, right? You know the voice. Of course, today is the 11th day of the third day of the 11th month of 2022. Getting tripped up there, as usual. It's the third day of the 11th month of the year 2022. And you know, I'm gonna ask, how are you? My name is Chris Whilby from Caribbean Vibes Radio Network over here in Massachusetts. And we are teaming up. We're teaming up with Linkage Radio this evening to bring you this broadcast. Because as you would have known, Lady D Denise Gomez is not here. She is on vacation, a well-deserved vacation. And so she has asked me to stop by to fill those shoes that you know it is impossible to do, but you know we do our best. Yeah, we do our best here. Patrick Tyson and I, yeah, we do our best. Yeah, we know, ladies and gentlemen, we know. You don't have to tell us. We know that it's about time. You are longing to hear the voice, that sweet, sexy, beautiful, articulate voice of Lady D Denise Gomez. You're tired to hear the man them, not sure? Sure, we know, man. We know. Me too. Yeah, it is about time. Yeah, we need to have Lady D back on the air. Yeah, but not to worry, she will be back next week, right? So enough of us for this week. So Lady D will be back next week to take her show and just run with it the way only she can do it. Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, once again, I want to say my name is Chris Whilby, and I'm gonna be here with you on Linkage Radio until 8 o'clock, and then I'm gonna continue on Caribbean Vibes Radio for an extra hour. So I'm gonna go up until 9 o'clock. So for those of you listening in, those of you tuning in on Linkage Radio right now, as usual, I'm gonna invite you to run on over to my YouTube channel. I am over there, and yeah, this is where it's at. So run on over to the YouTube channel, and you can give us a call later on in the show. It's the number to call is going to be 774-408-8860. I say again, 774-408-8860. Lady D say I am running the number too quickly, so I need to slow it down. So I'm going to slow it down this evening. You can call me 774-408. I'm going to repeat it a number of times throughout the program. So those of you who want to share, you can call me 774-408-8860. So yes, it is that time. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell everybody that Chris Whilby is here. And it's gonna be my final time for a while, yeah, because Lady D is coming back to pick up her show next week. Once again, I want to say good evening, everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome to the show. My, I just love the theme song there. I just love the theme song there, yeah. I just love the theme song there. Okay. It is Inside the Zone. Lady D not here this evening, so Chris will be sitting in for her. It is the community platform where information is guaranteed. Yes. Always information. Information is guaranteed. And as you know by now, that it is broadcast on 101.7, 104.5 FM, also on Caribbean Vibes Radio Network. And you can find us at www.caribbeanvibesradio.com 24 hours per day. Also on Touch FM Radio 90.1. And of course, Inside the Zone with Lady D on the YouTube channel. Yes. ITZ, that is Inside the Zone, is a culture-centric radio program that connects the Jamaican diaspora and international audiences globally. The show's content captures its people's social, cultural, and collective views on issues that affect their communities: family, health, finance, education, immigration, housing, wealth management, life and health insurance, and food insecurity. It is heard right here on Monday, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. And of course, on an evening like this, on a Thursday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Linkage Radio in Mount Vernon, New York. And of course, this evening's feature is a center stage. Platform where voices are heard and people connect. It is brought to you, of course, by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx, and Aurora Real Estate Solutions, Inc. Yeah. Aurora Real Estate Solutions. It's not just a transaction. It is more of a relationship. Coming up, we're going to have Inspirational Zone, where we get our praise on with great gospel music, followed by News Zone, a rebroadcast of the news courtesy of the Jamaica Information Service, followed by the Music Zone. And ladies and gentlemen, let me inform you, today it is the Love Zone. We're going to go back into some more love music. Yeah, I love me some love music, and so that's where we're gonna go today. So, gonna kill you with some love music, yeah. So, what's in the zone? What's in the zone this evening? Let me tell you what's happening in the zone this evening. We heard recently that a particular school in Jamaica, we're going to dive into that, a particular school in Jamaica was having devotional exercises as usual, and then something started going on. Something started to happen, as Lady D would say. Things start happening. Picnic start turn over. Whole heap of picnic. Whole of the picnic them start turn over after the teacher them pray. So Ministry of Education had to step in and decide that, hey, hold off on the mass devotion, no more. So we're going to dive into that later on, and you can tell us what is your opinion. Is this where the government is now going to start saying, hey, no more devotion in schools in Jamaica? Is this what is going to happen? Let me know what you think, ladies and gentlemen. In the meantime, we're gonna start off the show. Let us get our praise on. It's a Georgia Mass Choir. Let's get a praise on. Good evening to you. This is Chris Whilby, the Vibes Master. I'm inside the zone. Sitting in for Lady D. Denise Gomez. Yes. 24 minutes after 6 o'clock on a Thursday. Oh, yes. It is the Georgia Mass Choir. By and by. And somebody said I should take it from the top. Why not? Somebody said take it from the top. Is that the king? Why not?
These beats are hot. Station is best music.
I love the music.
Best music.
Coming up at 6:30, we're gonna have a rebroadcast of the GIS news. Stand by for that. But in the meantime, we are getting our praise on. Somebody clap your hands, stamp your feet, jump up and shout, hallelujah, by and by. Sister Pat, good evening, how are you doing? How are you doing? Sister Gloria, how are you doing, Sister Gloria? I want to give a big shout out to all of the Linkage Radio listeners. Mount Vernon. Papa Eddie, long time no hear your voice. How you doing, my brother? Sister Hortense, how are you doing? Hey, you know who I don't hear for this long time is Yam Lady, you know. It's a long time I don't hear Yam Lady. Yam Lady, how you doing?
In the mix with the baddest DJ.
Just a reminder for those of you tuning in on the radio. You can hop on over to the YouTube channel at Caribbean Vibes Radio Network. That's Caribbean with a K. That's KARIBBEANVIBEZ Radio Network. It is Caribbean, but we spell it with a K, alright? So run on over to the YouTube channel. Run on over to the YouTube channel. Caribbean Vibes Radio Network. And when you get there, if you have not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and also that share button. 28 minutes after 6 o'clock. We're inside the praise session, getting our praise on. Because that's what we do. In everything that we do, we put God first. Because He is the center of our being. And we are not afraid to claim Him as our King. We are not afraid to claim Him as our Lord and Savior. Yes, sir. Hey, it feels like Sunday. Woo!
I want you to turn to your neighbor.
Somebody.
And tell that neighbor, I got a question I want to ask you. Tell them, will you be there? My. Now I want you to turn and answer that question. Tell them, I'll be there. Come on, put your hand to your ears and say, I'll be there. I'll be there. Oh, my God. I need 2 minutes. Anybody out there feel a dance? How many know that when I think about heaven, when I think about those streets that are paved with gold, it makes me feel good. When I think about the tree that's there with the leaves that are good for my healing, it makes me feel good. But most of all, when I think about Jesus.
Oh, Lord of mercy. Hey, so it feels like we're on divine praise.
Somebody in here.
Oh, Lord have mercy, I tell you, I tell you. It is now 6:30 and time for the news.
Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, August 3. Jamaica will not support deep-sea mining in the international seabed area without a suitable regulatory framework being in place. That stance was confirmed on Monday by Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith. She was addressing the International Seabed Authority special commemorative session for the 40th anniversary of the adoption of the Montego Bay Convention. She points out that the adoption of the Montego Bay Convention is significant as it serves as a best practice for the governance of global common areas. Mrs. Johnson-Smith says the island remains committed to developing a sound, stringent, balanced, and comprehensive regulatory framework for the future development of deep-sea mining in the international seabed area. This, she says, will be guided by the best available science, focused on safeguarding the common heritage of humankind. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has given instructions for a working group to convene and look at the issue of discharge into the Rio Cobre River in St. Catherine. The directive follows a recent suspected chemical spill from bauxite and alumina company Windalco, which resulted in the death of freshwater animals and a pungent smell coming from the Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Thursday, November 3, 2022. Minister of National Security Dr. Horace Chang has given notice for a 14-day gun amnesty from November 5 to 19. His announcement came by way of an approval of the Firearms Prohibition, Restriction and Regulation Firearms Amnesty Order 2022 by the House of Representatives on Tuesday. The approval of the order also coincides with the new Firearms Act coming into effect on November 1.
As of today, anyone apprehended and charged by any of the identified criminal breaches under this act will now be subject to a new range of penalties dealing with prohibited weapons, that is, ranging from 15 years to life imprisonment.
The amnesty allows persons who are in possession of illegal firearms or ammunition, or those for whom no license or authorization exists, to surrender the weapons to the state without fear of prosecution. Licensed firearm holders with expired authorizations can also surrender their weapons under the amnesty. The National Security Minister says once the amnesty expires, the full force of the law will be applied to anyone found in possession of illegal firearms or ammunition.
We have recovered some 3,800 illegal firearms on the streets of Jamaica and 53,000 rounds since 2018. Each year we have seized just over 625 firearms, and during the course of this year, up to October 31, we have already seized 652 firearms and removed them from the streets of Jamaica, representing somewhat of an 11% increase of what happened last year.
Firearms or ammunition may be surrendered to any sub-officer or senior sub-officer on duty at any police station or any designated officer at any location of the Firearms Licensing Authority. The illegal weapons may also be surrendered to an attorney at law on behalf of an individual seeking the amnesty. The attorney should then deliver the items to the nearest police station. Minister Chang is giving assurance that the identity of persons complying with the amnesty will not be revealed. In other news, the Ministry of Health and Wellness is implementing a comprehensive plan to address the discovery of a cluster of Klebsiella pneumoniae infections at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital. The plan was created to address issues identified after the Southeast Regional Health Authority, SERA, discovered a bacterial infection at the hospital in July, triggering an immediate investigation and ministry notification. Dr. Tufton says the initial investigation revealed a high patient-to-staff ratio and non-conformance with some infection prevention and control IPC measures. In a statement to Parliament on Tuesday, he reported that the health team at the hospital had been implementing remediation measures following the cluster of cases.
Towards the end of August, I was briefed on the situation at VGH by the team at the Ministry of Health and Wellness. By then, the efforts, I am happy to say, appear to have been working with a decline in the number of deaths, Every death is unfortunate, Madam Speaker, but there was a substantial decline, and there were 2 deaths in August, 2 in September, coming from 7 in July, and there were no deaths in October.
Out of an abundance of caution, the health minister says the Pan American Health Authority, PAHO, was also invited to assess the situation, and the ministry is now awaiting that agency's final report.
And at the same time, it asked them to look at other institutions, since they were going to be here, Spanish Town and Bustamante in particular. Madam Speaker, I am now awaiting the final report from PAHO.
In the meantime, the plan drafted to address the issues identified in the ministry's investigation include increased surveillance and activation of the Emergency Operations Center. Routine cleaning protocols are also being evaluated, and team members are being retrained in infection prevention and control protocols. Klebsiella pneumoniae is a bacterium that is responsible for a significant proportion of hospital-acquired infections. These include pneumonia and soft tissue infections, especially in immunocompromised individuals such as newborn children or neonates. The health minister has expressed condolences to the family and loved ones of the babies who have succumbed to Klebsiella pneumoniae infections. Meanwhile, the Minister with responsibility for information, Robert Morgan, is asserting that the government has full confidence in Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tufton's ability to manage his portfolio. His comments come in defense of the health minister and the measures taken to deal with the discovery of a cluster of Klebsiella pneumoniae infections at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital.
We have very full confidence in Minister Tufton's ability to manage the portfolio. He has done a pretty exemplary job in very challenging times, coming through COVID. Also, he has been on a transformational push in terms of improving health facilities. The minister has been doing good stewardship, and he has full confidence of the government.
Minister Morgan was responding to questions posed during this week's post-cabinet media briefing held at Jamaica House. He says cabinet received a detailed report on the matter from the health minister on Monday, October 31.
Prime Minister was informed previously. He was informed the Wednesday before as it relates to the issues that were at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital. In listening to the report from the minister, listening to all the facts that have come forward, the system worked.
Tourism arrivals for October are set to surpass pre-pandemic levels as the sector continues to recover strongly. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Tourism, Jennifer Griffith, says preliminary figures for the first 3 weeks of October show stopover arrivals of 123,514, which was 10,026 more than the same period in 2019.
I expect the number to be even more impressive when the cruise figures are tallied. These figures underscore the unified commitment of all stakeholders to putting our best foot forward and innovating in the marketplace to come out better on the other side of 2 years of disruption.
Ms. Griffith gave the update while delivering a speech on behalf of Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett at the recent Jamaica Hotel and Tourist Association JHTA 60th Anniversary Gala Dinner. In other tourism news, Jamaica has launched a new advertising campaign inviting people to come back to their best selves in Jamaica. Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett says that while the world has been impacted by the pandemic, the goal is to let everyone know that Jamaica is good for the spirit. The campaign was created by the Jamaica Tourist Board, JTB's advertising agency of record, Accenture Song. It showcases Jamaica's picturesque natural attractions and its friendly, welcoming people, utilizing over 50 local Jamaican crew members across locations spanning from Portland to St. Anne, and original music created by Jamaican producers. Director of Tourism Donovan White says the goal was to really show people what Jamaica is all about and what differentiates it from other competitive destinations. He says the approach was to create aspirational itineraries tailored to 3 categories of persons: adventure seekers, family planners, and seasoned travelers. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.
Hi, Hi, this is Carsa Tenant Newell, owner of Aurora Real Estate Solutions. Whether you're thinking about buying, selling, or renting a home in New York or the state of Georgia, I can help. Remember, real estate is one of the best ways to build wealth. Call me at 914-573-1922 to find out more. That's 914-573-1922, or follow me on Instagram at Carsa Tenant Newell. That's Carsa Tenant Newell. I'm looking forward to earning your business.
When you are hungry, come to Cooler Runnings Restaurant. Located at 1802 Nerid Avenue, corner of Wickham Avenue in the Bronx, we specialize in the best Jamaican and American cuisine, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are open 24 hours, 7 days a week. We offer free in-house delivery, minimum $20 purchase, and we also have Uber Eats. We do barbecue Thursdays, fish fry Fridays, and seafood Saturdays. For more information, give us a call for our address and menu, 718-324-7484. Once again, that's 718-324-7484. Cooler Runnings Restaurant, simply the best Jamaican food.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, a good evening once again. Let me just remind you that you are listening into Caribbean Vibes Radio Network. Inside the Zone. You're listening to Inside the Zone, broadcasting on Linkage Radio and also on Caribbean Vibes Radio Network. Yeah, I'm used to doing my thing there, so yeah. Forgive me, ladies and gentlemen. So yes. It is now 6:41. The news is out of the way, and I see Ryan saying it's about time. I wonder is what I'm talking about. It's about time. It's the gun thing, no? Yeah, I guess it's when they were talking about the gun. Yeah. So the gun amnesty is on in Jamaica. And I don't know, there's a lot there that we need to unpack. I don't really know the whole details of the gun amnesty, so I can't explain it to you, ladies and gentlemen, but all I know is that there's something to do with bringing in the illegal guns, and there is a period in which you can do that and not get charged. So if you know of somebody who has an illegal weapon, you can tell them to turn it in, because it's not going to be forever. All right, it's limited. All right, so in the zone this evening, earlier I spoke about some things happening down there in Jamaica. So let me just get to that, and then we can discuss that. Education Minister advises Oberlin High administration to refrain from conducting mass devotions. Minister of Education and Youth Fable Williams has advised the administration of Oberlin High School not to have mass devotions until students at the institution are fully settled. The directive follows last Wednesday's bizarre incident at the school, which saw several students kicking, screaming, and fainting during devotion. Minister Williams has recommended that students partake in the religious practice in their classrooms. She says the issue of devotions in schools is now a sensitive topic. Minister Williams notes that investigations are still underway to determine the circumstances that led to the disruption of normal schools. She says counseling has been provided for both staff and students. The minister has urged parents to send their children back to the school. It's understood that last Thursday and Friday, only a handful of students turned up for classes. The school has a population of more than 1,800 students. Meanwhile, Minister Williams says she has met with the school's board chairman to address the issues surrounding the institution. The minister was speaking on a Nationwide at 5 recently. All right, so after that incident I noticed that a number of religious institutions came out and said they put out statements urging the Ministry of Education not to interfere with devotions in schools, because some people started rumoring that this is going to cause the ministry to react and remove devotion from schools. And people are saying you cannot take God out of schools in Jamaica. So even with this limited action, people are still, talking, saying, people are voicing their concerns that the government need to stay out of this, and the government need to allow God to remain in school and allow the devotion. What's your opinion? What's your opinion? I don't know. 774-408-8860 if you want to participate in the discussion. 774-408-8860. Good evening to you, Ryan. The king is in the house. Good evening to you, First Lady Yvette. Sister Pat, good evening. And everybody else, Sister Carol, good evening to you. Everybody else who's on YouTube, drop us a line, no man, so that we can give you a shout out. I don't like you to be just a silent listener. I like when you are vocal, and we can give you a shout out. Yeah. So it is it's R&B evening, So we're gonna play some love songs. But if you want to talk about anything in the news or what's in the zone, the topic I just spoke about, you can give me a call here. I am Chris Whilby, sitting in for Lady D, Denise Gomez. Lady D will be back next week, so not to worry. Yeah, we all miss her. We miss her. I know so miss her too, but she'll be back. I promise. I'm not tired for see her face now, not you? I'm tired for hear her voice. Me and Tyson. Yeah, boy, I tell you. But, yeah. We've been trying to hold the fort for her. Good evening. You're live on the radio.
Look at me, friend. You say any day them take God out of school down there, that's the day me just throw one big rock stone back at me, because there's so many I look back. The day them things that them need to take God out of school down there. Good for them. Me not even have nothing down there they look for. Because me can't find breadfruit and yam here.
So you don't think the ministry should regulate what's happening down there, based on what transpired?
What? To determine if people should have prayer school or no prayer school?
Well, not necessarily. I mean, what happened the other day was kind of extraordinary. So
what happened though?
Oh, university, the university what going on there with some prayers. So, well, at Oberlin High School,
right,
there were, I think it was during devotion, where students started, like lots and lots of students just start prayed out around, kick and prayed out, and some of them fainted and had to be revived, and
But what caused
they
that?
shut down the school they had to shut down the school for a few days. So, well, we don't know. That is the thing.
God
That is
gets
the thing.
ready, man. They understand. You see, this is the thing I not understand with people, When the power of the Lord move, everybody act stupid and act like say they don't know what going on. But when they go come out and go dance hall, go nightclub, go pick up demon, it's okay. You see, this are the drift for that we drift, them are people now that they raise up them people and they know nothing about God, they know nothing about church, and they know nothing about the Holy Ghost, and they know nothing about nothing at all. And if the people down in Jamaica, they're going to have one devotion. I don't know whether a demon a move or the spirit of God a move, where something is wrong. And right about everybody ready to go throw God out a door. Because I got the problem. You see, the thing that people say, then do them I do down there. Thank God my mother not down there. My father they done gone. I have no reason to look back there. So that even make it worse. So we don't know the problem start and I got the fault. Clearly. Because yes, them claim for a problem start and I got the fault. So guess what? We have pray to him. Well, all who love down there have their family member down there and their mother and their father. Most members say when God left him and the devil come out, we not take him. So they must know so enough we live here so and live in it and see where they go on.
Yes.
We must want to know if we want this as we land. And me just can't understand people. Me just can't understand how the world gone crazy. Everybody just lose focus. And the reason why the world lose focus is because we they blame man. Everything we they blame man. Me they blame me neighbor and me neighbor they blame me. And now we don't look just to self-searching. We don't probably need a sackcloth ashes and search. We say, Lord Jesus, give me a clean heart. But me they blame. Everything me blame. I mean, me not search myself, you know. At this a society reach, when I'm a president, a councillor, a senator, a police, a this, a that, everybody they blame. But none of we no say everything that goes on is a part of our responsibility. And not just we work and pay taxes.
Yeah.
If me see injustice going on at my workplace, it's my duty to call it out. If me see injustice, if me know say Miss Matty live next to another, so the thief I have, but we need to call the cops. Me no want them come burn down for me house or me no business until they cut off your picnic, they can't kill him and then you come a black road. And that's society do, you know. We rebel until we reach point we do away. But remember, you know, you see the blood over the door, enough we need to remember say if when the dopey come, you know, and you know, over there, Whilby and tough with household. So people must start choose.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, people, this thing simple enough, Chris. It's simple. Everybody are complicated with prime minister and president. We are blame them like say they're no man like a me and you.
You know,
but
I was
me see the wrong door next door and me not talk because I know for me business until shoot out down the road and for me pitney get killed. All of a sudden.
Yeah,
you start playing police. But me did know say Miss Matty have him long time next door there. Me see him with the gun and me no call because true me they say me no want for me house burn down. Me no call and me no get involved. But he go shoot up his shop down the road and for me pitney did happen for there and he kill for me pitney.
Yeah, you're right.
And that I go happen to enough of we, Chris, and that I go happen to enough of we.
Yeah, man, you're right.
So we can't go under the turn with back again, see. And I want to talk about it, and I want to address it. Wait till the death come. Are we come in our house, and then who would they go call out for? Because you dash regarding him. Remember, so you did deny him. So no bother even call upon him when the destruction take your house. Don't even bother call, because him not even, let me not talk for God anyway. Because me and God, me not even look over there. People must remember the children of Israel. What happened to them? Remember what happened to them? Them beg Moses to carry them. And after a man carry them, you know, and carry them through the Red Sea, and carry them on the other side. You see what the sea and pity them do? Are we that in a to the day, but not for we the dead in the wilderness. You see how we the dead are? Are we the blame about president? The president them well secure more than all are we. The same Donald Trump, who everybody not like him, well secure more than all of we, because all of we have to go and work and make sure saying check going in bank account every month, him and his wife and the whole of them. So we did the fight against one another for the sake of them. We sit down in a one room and look for one and scream and laugh after a whole of
you're king.
Because me know say every paycheck when me working at this country, Uncle Sam take out for him money first.
Long time.
Before me even buy dinner.
Long time.
You understand?
That have to.
And people in this place are so stupid and ignorant and dark and fool. We don't realize what they got take we. Wait. But we must remember, you know. Just remember when the Messiah when it come out, we deny him, and remember the wicked one where they go come after the Lord. Don't tell us I'm a preserve him, you know.
Yeah.
We tell people all the while, and one of the many things the Lord promised to preserve is the evil one. Him said, me I go preserve him for the days of evil, because when the evil days come, I him me a send to come deal with you know. So everybody can sit down there, think the Bible a lie.
All right, Ryan. We hear you loud and clear, sir. Big up yourself.
Take care of yourself, Papa.
All right. Thank you for calling. All right. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, you know, what's your take on the topic? 774-408-8860. Do you agree with Ryan, or do you believe that the ministry had a right to, at least for a while, curtail the devotional exercises in school? And do you believe that is a slippery slope? Because I hear some people saying that it is a slippery slope, and that sooner or later they're going to use this as a pretext to get rid of devotional exercises in schools. So what's your take on the matter? 774-408-8860. 774-408-8860. It is 6:56. And as Ryan touched on a number of topics there, he spoke about, you know, what's happening down there with the crime and violence. It's all over the place. You know, in the news recently, a family was slaughtered. The son was killed one day, and then the mother and the father was killed the following day. So that's 3 people killed from one family in 3 days. And this is happening all over Jamaica. I mean, it's no longer it is like the norm these days. It is no longer considered even newsworthy. It's no longer shocking. It's no longer the exception when we hear of 2 and 3 members of a particular family getting killed in Jamaica. It is now like the norm. I also heard of a young man who beheaded his mother. You know, it's like I can't even keep up with the news these days. Once upon a time, I would like literally save when I hear all of these news, I would save them to share with people. But they are so much these days, you know, and it's becoming so overwhelming that I don't even feel like I want to share them anymore. You know, it's just so gruesome and so terrible, and every day that you get up, you know, this person getting killed, that person getting killed, and it's just killing. Jamaica has become a killing field, literally. I saw a video recently where some young men went into a Chinese shop and good evening Welcome to the show.
Good evening, Chris, and to everyone on the program, Sister Gloria, King Ryan, and all the others. How are you, Chris?
I am okay, Sister Pat. I'm good. Hanging in there, man.
All right, wonderful. I was listening to the dialogue between you and King Ryan, and Ryan is absolutely correct. You know, from my observation, little Jamaica has become America. From America took devotion out of school, they took prayer out of school. We see what's happening now, and now we see where is it Jamaica trying to adapt to America's principle of removing devotion and prayer from out of the schools, because that would be a travesty. It's a slippery slope. We already see what's happening. Spiritualism has taken over Jamaica. So many people there are believing this spiritualism, this witchcraft, the children using crystals and all of that stuff in school, you know, and I don't know what happened to those kids. Maybe they were given some kind of substance to inhale and they fell out in a trance. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, I don't think the government should interfere with devotions and prayer in the schools. I remember from a little girl growing up, we were having devotion in the schoolyard. All classes gathered on the school grounds. The only time we didn't gather is when it was rain. And even on those days, each class, the teacher was responsible to perform devotion in school. So I firmly believe with Ryan, the government should keep their nose out of this territory and leave that to the jurisdiction of the school. They can probably implement, you know, some other measures, but they need to have that in school. The children, them out of control, they need some discipline. They have to have some form of discipline, because when we remove God from the equation, we have to realize He is our supreme being. I mean, I'm speaking from a spiritual aspect now.
Yes.
There are folks who really don't want to hear this. But God is our supreme being. He's the one who designed us. He's the one who makes us. And He knows exactly who we are. He knows what we are capable of doing. He knows our every move.
Yes.
But people just don't want to adhere to discipline anymore. As we can see in America, the wrongs now are right. The lies are right. And it's the same behavior. It is the same atmosphere that is in Jamaica now, because they seem to adapt to every little thing that America seems to don't want. They want to come pick it up now. It's as if they don't have a mind of their own, you know? And as we can see right now, tourism is, you know, picking up in as much as, you know, the killings. Jamaica is number one now where the killings are concerned. But still, people are interested. They want to go to Jamaica because, you know, of the scenery, the food, even the people. Not everyone is bad. People just want to get to know Jamaica. They have heard so much about it, even the little kids. And yes, one rotten apple spoiled the whole barrel, but we still have to hold our heads up high. We still have to set the tone. We still have to set an example for the upcoming generation. We can never move away from some of these policies that have been put in place. If we remove these policies, then we are destined for doom, and we cannot afford that at all.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Pat.
You're welcome. Those are my few words.
All right. God bless you.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Yeah. What's your take on the matter? What is your take on the matter? 77440888860. Some people, because there are two sides to the coin. There is another side that says that the ministry is responsible for the students once they come into the classroom. And good evening, you're live on the radio.
Good evening, Chris.
Hi, good evening. How are you?
How are you?
I am all right.
I felt the need to call in after Miss Pat spoke because it reminded me of what made me angry on the last show when I was saying Jamaica imitates the ills of the first world countries. Every ill that especially America subscribe to, you see Jamaica beginning to subscribe to it. And this whole thought process of possibly monitoring devotions and in school is so absurd. And the reason I say that is we all grew up with devotions. We all grew up with worshiping before we start school and praying before just about anything we do. And I think that is what is saving Jamaica, is the prayers of the righteous ones, because the wickedness has reached a level where you can tell that the Lord could never be pleased with an island that murders its own people as if they're in a civil war. Because that's really what it's like. It's like they have a civil war down there. Chris, do you know how many murders happened in September?
No.
The figure.
The
figure has escaped me.
I wasn't
but
checking
it. Was
it.
a lot.
Yeah, I know it's a lot. I know it's a lot. I stopped tracking those things. It is just too depressing.
Yes.
I am normally a news junkie, and I find myself tuning out a lot of the news these days. I mean, I used to keep up with the news in America, in Jamaica. I have not turned on my television for more than a month. My television in my house has not been turned on because I am just it is just so overwhelming with the negative news. I am trying to just tune it out. So yeah, I a lot of the new, even with the news coming out of Jamaica, a lot of it I just don't digest it anymore.
You can't.
You
can't because think about where they have reached. It's really mass murder. They're again imitating 4 or 3 or 5 or 6. I mean, when was that heard of? Where one person kills 5 people in a whole family, like that young man did to his cousin. Now this family 3, and you could tell it's some grievance. I was, it's always something. But I really call quickly. It's sad. It is so sad, and thank God there are Christians in Jamaica praying for Jamaica, because it's the prayers of the righteous that keeps that country afloat.
Yeah,
I can tell you that. If it wasn't for the sake of the righteous, I believe a hurricane would have long taken most of those Jamaicans, taken it out. The sin is too grievous. The murder. I'm pretty sure the Lord is not pleased, and it's only Jesus going, okay, there are a few righteous ones down there. God, spare them, spare them, spare them. Notice every time the hurricane turns, you know that somebody's praying for that island. But I want to touch on the girls and the fainting at school, and I have a different spin than the average world. and I can be controversial, so but I'm just gonna spit it out on this show.
Mm.
When I saw the girls, the first thing that came to my mind is, believe it or not, I thought of Michael Jackson concert, and I know that persons can work themselves up into a frenzy and pass out. So the contributing everything to evil spirits and demons and everything, I don't necessarily subscribe to that.
Okay.
Here's what I say.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that a lot of Jamaican girls are participating in wrongdoing that they're guilty of. The other one time, you and I had a conversation about, are the girls having sex more now than before? And I am totally convinced that more of these young girls are engaged in lesbianism. They're engaged in that's homosexuality.
Mm-hmm.
They're engaged in promiscuous sexual activities. So now, when you have a devotion that I wonder about the devotion. I said, what was different about this devotion than all the devotions that they've been having over the years? You know, nobody posted the devotion, so we don't even know what they were talking about.
Right.
But this is what I do know. You see, when women who are emotional are guilty of certain wrongdoings and they preach about it in church, I've seen women scream. I've seen women fall out because the guilt, their consciences. And the reason why I say woman is, if you notice, there's only one boy was jerking.
Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed it was a girl, because I had that discussion in my family. We had that discussion, and we were like, why it is that it is only the girls that were falling down, and we noticed that. Yeah,
because the girls have emotions. Boys have testosterone, so they can control their emotions, and they don't feel guilty. Boys don't necessarily feel guilty when they're having sex. I know, but women feel guilty because Jamaican is a quote unquote island that there is a lot of teachings about God, and so from their little, the wayward of sinner in Jamaica knows about God, knows about God's laws, knows what's right and knows what's wrong according to the Bible. So when these girls are engaged in their homosexuality, which lesbianism, which amazes me, it is accepted. Lesbianism is accepted in Jamaica. Yet homosexuality among men is such a it's treated so opposite.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah,
and there's a lot of lesbianism going on. I think a lot of these girls are guilty. They work themselves in a upheave. They work themselves in a trance when they heard the word of God, to where they fainted, like how you do when you're at this Michael Jackson concert and you're overly excited. I believe the word came from whoever spoke it, and I believe the guilt of their consciences is what got to these girls. Now, that's my take on it.
Okay.
I don't believe that anybody is demon possessed. I think it's the sin that lives within us that we are all so conscious of and so guilty of. And when the word is spoken, it doesn't go void. And whatever word was spoken that day it got them. And then you see them acting the way they did. Another school, it happened at another school, since Oberlin.
Oh, really?
Did you hear?
No.
Yeah, something similar.
Oh?
Yeah, it happened. The teacher started acting up first, and then this is before devotion, and then during devotion, some other girls. I'll get the information to you, but
that's interesting.
Trust me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have to literally be praying for Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing. And if they ever dare take devotional, because remember, a lot of these people are no longer going to church. These younger folks.
Mm-hmm.
Church is nothing. They are not mandated to go to church like in my day. So they are going to the dance hall. They're hearing they're in a different world. So they're not hearing the word as often as they should. And most of them are hearing it only at devotion.
Yes.
And that is my take on it. It is a sad state of affair.
Mm-hmm.
And the Bible did say terrible times will come.
Mm-hmm.
And we are seeing some horrible times. But Jamaica only stays afloat, in my opinion, because of the prayers of the righteous.
Okay.
Jamaica continued to imitate the first word. Look at the first. The first killing of a guy, an unarmed man. That I don't know a precedent for that in Jamaica. Now the slayings, the mass murders outside of school. Then when they take prayer out of school, what do you think will happen? You're going to start seeing the mass murders in school, like we see in America.
Let's hope that
So
not.
we
Let's
need to
hope that.
really pray. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
let's hope it
Go
not
ahead,
reach.
please.
Let's hope it not reach that level. Anyway, thank you very much for calling, and thank you very much for your opinion, Carol.
Okay.
All right. God bless
take
you.
care.
Yeah.
Bye.
This way, my girl, talking about
17 minutes after 7 o'clock, you are listening into Inside the Zone. Chris will be sitting in for Lady D, Denise Gomez. Do you want to participate in the program? You can give me a call. The number is 774-408-8860. As you would have noticed, the feature that is normally aired at 7 o'clock was not aired, and that was deliberately. We did not have that feature this week. Lady D will bring back that feature next week. The male zone. I know you guys love the mix-up and the gossip, So, yeah, Lady D will bring back the spunk next week. So next week at 7 o'clock, King Ryan, you love the mix-up, So you can get that. Lady D will bring that back next week. Right now, we're gonna go into some more music. We are it's a love zone. I promised that I was gonna play some love songs, and I haven't even got that chance to play any love song yet. So let me just continue with this one right here. Yeah, there. I'm gonna take this one from the top and then just play this one here. It's the Temptation. It's the Temptation. My girl. 18 minutes after the hour. Don't forget to stick around with me for an extra hour. Just putting a little bit of icing on the cake. Gonna go over to the Chris Whilby show at the top of the hour from 8 o'clock until 9 o'clock. Hope that you'll stick around with me. Gonna be playing all these love songs all the way up to 9 o'clock.
girl.
It is soul music and love songs of yesteryear. I tell you, yes, man, it's.
I want to dedicate this song to all the lovers tonight.
Music that will just take your breath away.
And I expect that might be the whole world because everybody needs something.
This one here is from Bobby Womack. If you think you're lonely now, oh boy.
When it's cold outside, who are you holding?
These beats are hot. In the mix with the baddest DJ.
Y'all don't mind, I like to talk about this woman of mine. She's always complaining about me never being at home.
This is Simone Murray, the Let of Unite Jamaica people, and you are listening to The Chris Whilby Show.
You are listening to Chris Whilby on Caribbean Vibes Radio. He's not just the vibes master, he's the smooth operator. It's a smooth groove.
Five minutes after 7 o'clock. Don't forget that the program is brought to you by Aurora Real Estate and Cool Runnings Jamaican Restaurant.
This is Carsa Tennant Newell, owner of Aurora Real Estate Solutions. Whether you're thinking about buying, selling, or renting a home in New York or the state of Georgia, I can help. Remember, real estate is one of the best ways to build wealth. Call me at 914-573-1922 to find out more. That's 914-573-1922, or follow me on Instagram at Carsa Tennant Newell. That's Carsa Tennant Newell. I'm looking forward to earning your business.
When you are hungry, come to Cooler Runnings Restaurant, located at 1802 Nerid Avenue, corner of Wickham Avenue in the Bronx. We specialize in the best Jamaican and American cuisine, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are open 24 hours, 7 days a week. We offer free in-house delivery, minimum $20 purchase, and we also have Uber Eats. We do barbecue Thursdays, fish fry Fridays, and seafood Saturdays. For more information, give us a call for our address and menu, 718-324-7484. Once again, that's 718-324-7484. Cooler Runnings Restaurant, simply the best Jamaican food.
The station with the best music. Best music.
I love the music.
Best music.
As we continue with the music on a Thursday. Betty Wright. No pain and no gain. Once again, I want to say good afternoon, New York City. The city is so big they had to name it twice, right? New York, New York. The Linkage crew. Big up yourself, Father Linkage. I also want to give a big shout out to Minister Patrick Tyson, and I want to say condolences to him and his family right now. I heard that his dad passed on, and according to Minister Tyson, his father has gone on to be with the Lord. Yeah, because he said that he was a man of faith. So yeah, we should be celebrating his life here, his life that he had here on this earth. But I want to say condolences to Minister Tyson, and I also want to say well done, my brother, holding down the end on Mondays while a Lady D was out. Yeah, thank you very much.
About the night before, you know what I mean? Especially when you know you haven't been doing the things you should do. Think about it. What is the man trying to tell you? Sometimes flowers mean maybe we should just be friends. Do you get my drift? Hang if you can hang. No pain, no gain. In order to get something, you gotta give something. In order to be something, you gotta go through something. Be a cook in the kitchen, a lady in the street. You can't show your teeth to every guy you meet. It's alright to be a little sweet, but be a mama with the kids and you know what in the sheets. No pain, no pain, no pain, no pain, no gain. Oh, no pain, no pain,
I tell you, it is 7:30. No pain, no gain. Better right here on the Big Bad Station. Yeah, with the Big Bad DJ playing all the Big Bad songs. Yes, it's Chris Wilby. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, there was another article in the news, and this one here is very interesting. This one here is very, very interesting. It says a judge in the Hanover Parish Court in Sandy Bay ordered the return of the passport of an American woman charged with manslaughter arising from a fatal crash. This one here generated a lot of discussion on social media because, according to some people, how the heck can somebody be on a manslaughter charge and you just allow them on bail to return to their country? And people said that this could not happen in America because America would not have treated a Jamaican citizen, even if you were here on vacation, they would not have given you back you're on manslaughter charge. It is a serious charge. It is a serious offense. And you are given back. You think an American, a Jamaican in America on vacation, for some reason, whether it be vehicular manslaughter or otherwise, would have been treated that way? Would the judge be so lenient as to say, no, here is your passport. You're out on bail. You can go back home to Jamaica and come back to the United States when we call up back the case. Talk to me, people. I believe this one. Presiding Judge Natasha Faircloth Hilton also ruled that the bail conditions, including reporting to the police, imposed on Ayanna Montana of Florida in the USA, who is charged with 2 counts of manslaughter, be lifted. This clears the way for Montana to return home. Montana was ordered to return to court on January 2nd, 2023, and bail was extended. Do you believe that she's going to show up at court? I wonder how we can keep track of this, to find out if this case here. Because I think this case is just going to, this is the end of this case, I guarantee we're not going to hear anything more of this case. That's it. It's done. This woman not going to show up to court and nothing is going to happen. How are they going to force this woman to come back to court? They can't force her to come back to court. The court heard that about 4:50 a.m. on Saturday, October 1, Montana was driving a white 2020 Honda City motor car from the direction of Hopewell, Hanover, towards Montego Bay, St. James. It is further reported that on reaching a section of the Round Hill main road in the vicinity of the main gate, the Round Hill Hotel, she failed to keep to her left and crashed into a motorcycle. The driver and his pillion, later identified as a 32-year-old Winston Holness of Morris District in Hanover, and another man identified only as Shea of a St. James address, sustained injuries and were later pronounced dead at hospital. Montana and a male occupant in her car also sustained injuries and were transported to the Noel Holmes Hospital in Lucy, where they were treated and later released. Montana was later charged. So, what's your take on this one here, ladies and gentlemen? What's your opinion? Do you believe that it was appropriate for the judge to just totally say, hey, listen, no. It was too stringent to hold on to this woman, even though you charge her with. I understand it is an accident. It was an accident. But the fact is that the police charged her with a crime. The police thought it necessary to charge her with a crime. And the judge just said, nope, that was too stringent. Give the woman back her passport. Let her go home to the United States And when time comes, she will come back. Do you believe that this would have happened in the United States? Any judge, do you believe any judge in the United States would have given a Jamaican back his passport under such circumstances and said, go home? What's your take? 774-408-8860. This is Jarrell Levert. Baby, hold on.
All your friends are telling you should have a fancy car and diamond ring. Girl, you know all good things come to time. Girl, you know I do just about anything to see you smile on your face. Don't let your friends go messing with your mind. No. Girl, you know there ain't nothing I won't do for you. And baby, don't ever doubt my love comes true. Baby, hold on to me. See, I'm a special kind. That is hard to find. Told you 1,000 times, baby, hold on to me. Oh, baby, hold on to me. See, I'm a special kind. Man, that is hard to find. Told you 1,000 times, baby, hold on to me. Hold on, girl, wasn't I there when he made cry? And who was there to comfort you when he said bye, 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 baby girl, I give you my time, here is my money, all of my heart. You'll be so sorry, baby, if we were to ever part. And girl, you know that I would never hurt you. Oh, girl, you know that I won't ever desert you. See, I'm a special kind. I'm a special kind. Man, it's hard to find. Told you 1,000 times, baby, hold on to me. Baby, you better hold on to me. See, I'm a special kind. You know I love. And that is hard to find. Told you 1,000 times, baby, hold on to me. Hold on, baby, baby, see, I wanna be everything that you need. And I promise, baby, I'll be there for you. Oh, see, I'm a special kind. And man, that is all, baby, told you 1,000 times, baby, hold on to me. Hold on. See, late at night, when you need someone to hold you tight, you're gonna look for me. You're gonna look for me. So you better hold on to me. See, I'm a special kind.
You are listening to Chris Whilby on Caribbean Vibes Radio. He's not just the vibes master, he's the smooth operator.
Hold on. Think about it before you let me walk out the door, babe. How will you live without me, baby? 'Cause I can't see myself living without you. Baby, hold on I've given you a thousand times, baby, hold on to me. Keep me around.
7:41 and counting. Don't forget that at the top of the hour, we're going to leave you on Linkage Radio. We're still going to be here on Caribbean Vibes Radio Network. Going to go up until 9 o'clock. And we're going to hang around on the YouTube channel. As we continue in the Love Zone.
I'm waiting for someone who could turn my life around.
Pull up, pull up, pull up. Let it go, let it go, let it go again.
The station with the best music. Best music.
I love the music.
Best music.
It's gonna be smooth sailing all the way up to 9 o'clock. Don't forget that you can call me at any time for any reason. 774-408-8860.
And all the lovers in the world don't amount to much.
It is a cool 56 degrees Fahrenheit. How is it going in your neck of the woods?
To fall in love just this one time. I like to find what I'm dreaming of. Well, I could find someone to hold me, but that wouldn't be enough. But I'd give anything to fall in by myself, staring at the wall. I question it all. Will she ever come? Will she ever come? Will she ever come? I'd give anything and everything to fall in love. Just this one time, I'd like to find what I've been dreaming of. I could find someone to hold me, but that wouldn't be enough. But I'd give anything to fall in love. Keep on making wishes, keep on being strong. I won't settle for less than true love at its best. Keep on holding on, and I and everything to fall in love. Just this one time, what I've been dreaming of. Find someone to hold me, wouldn't be enough. I'd give anything to fall in love. I'd give anything to fall in love.
My. I'd give anything to fall in love. Mr. Jarrell Levert. Oh boy, I tell ya. Yes, man. It is now 7:46. We're counting down to the top of the hour. Yes, man. Or maybe we're counting up. Is it down or up we're going? we're counting up, right? Yeah. Anyway, we are moving on up to 8 o'clock, and at 8 o'clock, the Chris Wilby show is going to start officially. And normally we would go until 10 o'clock, but because we are taking the show from 6 o'clock, we are just going 1 hour into that program, so we're gonna cut it off at 9 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope that those of you on Linkage Radio will stick around with me. Hop on over, run on over. You can go to CaribbeanVibesRadio.com. You can download our radio app at Caribbean Vibes Radio Network on Google Play Store. Run on over there, download the app. You can take us with you wherever you go, 24 hours per day. Yes. And continuing with the love songs here. Love songs. And this one here, the next one here coming up is gonna be from none other than Teddy Prendergrass. Love TKO. Don't forget that on Sunday evening, I gotta give a shout out to Divine Praise Gospel Music and Words of Inspiration, heard on Caribbean Vibes Radio Network at 6 o'clock, from 6 o'clock until 8 o'clock on Caribbean Vibes Radio Network, and NRP Media JA, that's the National Religious Partnership and Radio. Yes, NRP Media JA. Check it out on Sunday evenings. Divine Praise, Gospel Music, and Words of Inspiration. In the meantime, let's get back to some more music.
Looking back over my years, I guess I shedded some tears. I told myself time and time again, this time I'm gonna win.
The station with the best music.
Takes a fool to lose twice, start all over again. Think I better let it go. Looks like another love TKO. Oh, think I better let it go. What you think about it, baby? Looks like another love TKO. Try to take control of the love to control me. Cause to lose all thoughts, sense of time, have a change of mind. Taking the bumps and the bruises of all the things of a two-time. Trying to hold on to things that's gone. It's just another sad song. Think I better let it go. What you say about it? Looks like another love TKO. Oh, yes, I think I better let it go. Let it go, baby. Oh, baby. Looks like another love TKO.
want you to lose all thought and sense of time and have a change of mind. Taking the bumps and the bruises of all the things of a two-time loser. See, I try to hold on, my faith is gone. It's just another sad song. But I think I better let it go. Let it go. Cause it looks like another love TKO. I think I better let it go. If I know what's so, baby, looks like another love TKO. I couldn't stand this pain much longer. I think I better let it go. Let it go, baby. Looks like another love TKO. Oh, sometimes I just feel like I wanna say, cause it looks like another love TKO. Tired of getting beat up by love. Think I better let it go. Let it go, baby. Looks like another love TKO. Think I better let it go. Yeah. Looks like another love TKO. Hey. Oh, I think I better let it go. Let it go. Let it go, baby. Looks like another love TKO.
Blazing the steel. Bring the heat.
Five minutes to the top of the hour. 5 minutes going up to 8 o'clock. Once again, I want to say thanks to all of those of you on Linkage Radio for keeping me company from 6 o'clock. And thank you for putting up with us. Yeah, for putting up with us over the past couple of weeks. Myself and Minister Tyson sitting in for Lady D, Denise Gomez. Lady D will be back next week, And yeah, she will tell you all about what she was up to, why she had us here. I don't know, doing God knows what. Because we don't do it. Nobody can do it like Lady D, man. I tell you. I miss her. I miss that voice, the golden voice. Yeah, Lady D. Hurry up and come back here, Lady D. Because the people that miss you, the people that want about them show. Yeah, so 7:56, the Chris Wilby show is going to start at the top of the hour. Make sure that you stick around, all right? Those of you on Caribbean Vibes Radio Network, make sure that you stick around and share the link. It has been a great evening. And as I said before, at the top of the hour, we're going to say goodbye to Linkage Radio. For those of you on Caribbean Vibes Radio Network, keep it locked. Don't you dare touch that dial. As we continue, 2 minutes and counting to 8 o'clock. Once again, I want to say thank you for having me in your homes for the past couple of weeks over there in New York City. Thank you, Lady D, for giving me the opportunity. I appreciate you much. It was fun. It was fun hanging around, and sticking around and just having fun with your fans, and your fans are my fans, right? Because we are one big happy family. So thank you all. Thank you very, very much. And I am inviting you to tune in to Caribbean Vibes Radio. Those of you who have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, I am asking you to do so. Caribbean Vibes Radio Network. In the meantime, if you have to go, you have to go. Well, the Chris Wilby Show starts right about now. Sister Grace, Sister Jackie, good evening, welcome. And as we welcome to the Caribbean Vibes Radio Network listeners, and we say goodbye to the Linkage Radio listeners, hope that you will stick around. Those of you on the YouTube channel, I hope that you'll stick around for the next hour. Yeah. When I sit in for Lady D, it's a marathon, So started at 6 o'clock, and normally we would go up until 10 o'clock, from 8 o'clock until 10 o'clock on the Chris Wilby Show. But when I have to run the marathon from 6 o'clock, I decide that, hey, listen, I'm just gonna cut it short. So I'm gonna do 1 hour of my show. Because there's only so much people can hear. People don't want to hear 4 hours of one person, Yeah? So people, after a while, people start tuning out. So guess what? I understand. So I'm just going to give you 1 hour of the Chris Wilby Show, and then I'm going to get out of your face. And, and let you be until next week when we resume regularly scheduled programming, right? But in the meantime, let's go. Yes, man. Yes. All right, so we're gonna give you a few more, and then we're gonna go into a couple of features on the Chris Wilby Show right here. This one here from Teddy P. Listen to this.
Turn off the light and light a candle. Tonight I'm in a romantic mood, yeah. Let's take a shower together, yes. I'll wash your body if you wash mine, yeah. Then rub me down in some hot oils, baby, yeah. And I'll do the same thing to you. Just turn off the light and come to me. Girl, I want to give you a special treat. You've been so sweet. Turn on the light. Let's get cozy. You're the only one in the world that I need. I want to love you. I want to love you all over, yeah. Over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Then whisper sweet words of love in your ear, yeah. Show you how much I miss you, my dear. Turn them on. Light a candle. Tonight I'm in a sexy mood. Oh, good, baby. Come to me. Girl, you're the only one in this whole wide world that I ever need. there's something I want to do to you, baby.
You know that we fall back this weekend, right? We fall 1 hour back this weekend. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, we're going back. Don't forget to fall back. And according to these people, you're going to gain an extra hour of sleep this weekend. So daylight saving time comes to an end at 2 a.m. on Sunday. On Sunday, November 6th, daylight savings time come to an end. So I get confused every time, I get confused with the time. So we're going to fall 1 hour back. I'm not even going to try to work it out in my head now, because as much as we do this every year, every time it happens, I get confused. What time would it be now? If this wasn't daylight saving time, if this was Eastern Standard Time, it would be what? 7 o'clock right now. 7 minutes after 7. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's what. It would be just after 7 o'clock. No, so we in Jamaica. We are going back on the same time. So it's 8 minutes after 7 o'clock down there in Jamaica. So that's what we're going back to. Right, and I want to tell you, the Democrats are going to lose the House and the Senate. And you know why? Was the one thing that I asked them to do, they never do it. I asked them to stick with the time. Stop changing the time from one to another. And they did not do it. The one thing that I asked them to do, they didn't do it. And because of that, they're going to end up losing the election next week. They passed the act in the Senate, but the House of Representatives chose not to take it up. And because of that, they are going to lose, and they deserve to lose. Yeah, they deserve to lose. So you heard it right here. 9 minutes after 8 o'clock. Caribbean Vibes Radio Network. It's a Chris Wilby show.
Caribbean Vibes Radio with the Vibe Master, Chris Wilby, the man who bring to you education, information to the world.
Hey, this is Prodigal Son from Kingston, Jamaica, and you're listening to the Vibes Master, Chris Wilby, on Caribbean Vibes Radio.
Freddie Jackson, I want to be all over you. 13 minutes after 8 o'clock.
Rising people at the moment.
Diamond ring, girl, you know all good things come to time. Girl, you know I do just about anything to see you smile on your face. Don't let your friends go messing with your mind. Girl,
Yeah, I just remembered that I played that one earlier on Linkage Radio. So, giving you, if you're just tuning in, giving you a little bit of that one there from Eddie Levert. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna play a video for you, right? The structure of the program is a little bit different this evening because we're only into 1 hour of the Chris Wilby show. So structure is not the usual structure as it normally is. So, but I have a video here that I'm gonna play for you, and I found this one here very, very interesting. So let me put this one over here, and I'm gonna press play, and I want you to listen this, and I'm gonna get back to the music in just a moment. But what's your thoughts on this young lady? The video, the whatever she is saying in this video here. What's your opinion on it?
Grand Rising people at the most side. You know, day before yesterday, I drop off a resume in a Spanish town. And when I go print the application, I print the application and I buy the envelope. I never have enough money for go buy a pen. So I decide to go walk on the road. Anybody I see, I just beg them a pen and I write up on the envelope. I saw this man in Spanish town and he did have this big receipt book in him and look like him a transact business. So I said, probably have a pen. So I said to him, say, can you lend me a pen? Let me write down something on the paper here. Him say, you know, I don't have no pen. It's a different pen I want to give, you know. But same time, my son come on right next to me, so him stop talk. And I just smile. Usually, I would argue, you know, but I just smile and I walk away. I'm going to meet up on this lady who actually I try to sell me something. And without acknowledging what she's trying to sell, I borrow her pen because she have the pen in her hand. And I write down on the resume something and go drop it off. And I come back over, me and my mother have a conversation, and it dragged my brain back to some time ago when, one, I was living in a house and I owe $10,000 rent. And I said to the landlord come to me and said, the rent overdue now, so I need to pay $5,000 a month, so you know, 2 months I owe. I must say, alright, if you give me some sex, I take a $5,000 fight and leave the rest and you pay it. Knowing say after I take off the 5 and get that one, then me and you know say I come back for the next one for the next 5. But anyway, Me turn him down and I go to the church. That's how I did actually go to the church for help. And I did get the help. After the pastor asked me about me ear, him did actually help me. And when my mother there talk, I remember that. I also remember a young lady. And Samantha did and God bless her soul. That girl always help people. I remember when she normally go to Samantha and beg Samantha one Pampas or one Lasco. And Samantha wasn't there the day Samantha gone to work. And when she come, I never have no money either. Samantha did there help me myself. So when she come and she said to me, say, she want a Pampas and one Lasco. Samantha inside, me tell her, no, me not have it. I say she go cross the road which pass. And only a man live them, we sell them little thing and thing. So when she go over there, she was there for a while. When she come back out, I see her with the 2 Pampas and a Lasco. So I say she get through. In the night she come to Samantha because she had a lot of kids. And in the night she come to Samantha, she said, Sam, you know what happened today? And she tell her, I said, when she go over there, go beg the Pampas and the Lasco. The guy actually did want sex. So she gave him the sex and he buy her 2 Pampas and one Lasco. At the time Pampas was for $15 for one. And the Lasco was about $70. And when she did the attack, I watch Samantha break down in her tears and she go buy some grocery and give her and say, anytime you need it, just come to me. If you're not there, just wait. Now go do there something there. I mean, it hurt Samantha so much. And me I look for how quick the man ready for offer me a different pen outside of the pen we him supposed to give me. And as man, I know I remember say God put on as the head of the house. So simply because man are logical beings. And female we think would be emotion. So woman we build a shop, give you for work and make the money go in at the house. And so we give a whole lot of people them on the road the food cause them hungry. That's a female with her emotion. She feel a way and she don't want to see them hungry. A man are going to use logic. Him know him have to carry money, him know him have to buy back food. So when he will give away a one food in the man and a one food in the night, he not go just take up the whole of him food and keep it wet. And that's the reason why a man at the head of the household. But right now, the man them now operate on for operate. On operate is like gonna make one thing lead on and it should not be so.
Yeah. Very, very interesting video there, ladies and gentlemen. So, you know, I saw the video and I looked at it and I'm like, boy, everything that this lady is saying is true about Jamaican men. A Jamaican man always wants sex in return for everything what him do for a woman. As long as him do something for a woman, him always a go look back for sex, you know. And this woman here, she was out and she said the man look respectable, look like he might transact some business, and she just asked him for a pen. Why is it that we are? Why is it that we are like that? Why is it that we are so crude as Jamaicans? Why is it that we can't just operate decently with a little bit of decency? Somebody ask you for a pen to fill out an application, and the first thing that comes to your mind is that is a different kind of pen you want to give that person. Yeah, you don't want to give that person the pen where them want. The actual pen. You want to give them something different. Why is it that we're so cruel as Jamaicans? You know, and when I think about the young lady that she said wanted the Pampers, and this is a woman that was desperate, you know. This is a woman that was desperate to feed her kids and take care of her kids. And that's why we end up with so many unwanted pregnancies in Jamaica. Because the fact that she now feel the need to go have sex with somebody to get supplies, food and supplies for her other children. She could have gotten pregnant right there again. But she felt the need to do that. And because we are so crude as Jamaicans, That's what we do as men. When are we going to stop them kind of out of order behavior there? Why, I don't know. It just... What's your opinion on the video there? Do you believe that it is a widespread situation in Jamaica where a lot of Jamaican men are just like that? 774-408-8860. Do you believe that a lot of Jamaican men are just crude and they all are the same thing? Or is this just a one-off situation? What's your opinion?
On my mind, I can't figure out just what to do.
me right off of my feet. Can't explain why your loving makes me weak.
Well, I couldn't resist the urge to tell you the end of my story. For all of those who wanted to know, was there life after the pain? After the pain.
You know who this is, right? It is Betty Wright. After the pain.
Welcome you. You're a glad sight to see.
As we continue on the show in 29 minutes after 8 o'clock.
After the rain and all that I have been through, still can't explain how I can still love you like I do, but I do, yes I do, still love you like I do. Oh, you still do me like you do. After the pain, we sit and we talk a while, and I fight with all my might to hold back the tears from falling with a pleasant smile. After the rain, I can't believe you got the nerve to still call me baby. And I try to tell you no, it ain't so, but I guess love just ain't in me. 'Cause boy, I still love you like I do. Though you still do me like you do. Yeah, I know you're laughing, those of you who heard pain. Yeah, you're right, I sure did. I said I'd never take him back again. Well, it's a woman's prerogative to change her mind, isn't it? But we do it all the time. Don't laugh, you probably done the same thing too. It's just that you know me and I don't know you. You know, one thing time has taught me that having a piece of man is better than having no man at all. So I'm gonna just take what I got and work with it. You understand what I mean? And don't you remember thinking back just a few years when people used to try to help you stay together? They found out you were on the verge of breaking up. They used to cook up a little food and throw a little party and whisper things in your ear. Don't wait, Mr. Charlie. Mr. Charlie is just a man and he's doing the best he can.
Hey, this is Prodigal Son from Kingston, Jamaica, and you're listening to the Vibes Master Chris Whilby on Caribbean Vibes Radio.
That's why I still love you like I do. Though you still do me like you do. I know that you know it's true. After all,
The station with the best music.
that keeps saying that and try. Don't give up, you know why. The sun is gonna shine. 'Cause you are mine. You just keep doing your best, and I will do the rest. 'Cause I love you better like I do. That's why I still
See what I'm talking about, Grace? Real smooth, huh? It's been a few hours since I've been playing these songs, you know. 8:33, 27 minutes going up to 9 o'clock. It's a real smooth groove, right? Somebody say smooth like butter.
My love is in and out of season, and I love you with or without a reason. You see, God is gonna bless me for loving you for all the time Nobody's ever gonna love you like I do.
After the pain.
No one's ever gonna love you like I do.
No one is gonna love you like I do. Better right. And from one legend to the other, I tell her from Better Right to Freddie Jackson, rock with me. Should we just say the smooth groove? It's a smooth groove on the Chris Wilby Show.
Blazing the steel. Bring the heat. vibes are hot. Hot, 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 hot. In the mix with the baddest DJ.
As we creep on up to 9 o'clock. It's a Chris Wilby show with a difference. Just the music. Just let the music take you away, right? All the way up to 9 o'clock.
We both know that we should not be together. Cause if we found out, it could mess up both our happy homes. I hate to think about us all meeting up together. As soon as I look at you, it will show on my face. Yeah. Then they'll know that we've been loving each other. We can never know. No, no, no. We can't leave a trace. Secret lovers, yeah, that's what we are. We shouldn't be together, but we can't let go. No, no, 'cause we love each other so. Sitting at home, I do nothing all day but think about you and hope that you're okay. Hoping you'll call before anyone gets home. I'll wait anxiously alone by the phone. How could something so wrong be so right? I wish we didn't have to keep our love outside. Yeah. Living two lives just ain't easy at all. But we gotta hang on in there before. Secret lovers, yeah, that's what we are. Trying so hard to hide the way we feel. 'Cause we both belong to someone else, but we can't let go. 'Cause what we feel is oh so real.
Secret lovers.
So real. So real.
Secret lovers, I tell you, I tell you.
You and me, are we fair?
Have you ever been in a secret lover affair? You know it's wrong, but it feels so right. I tell ya.
It's in our minds. Maybe they've had secret loves all of the time.
Atlantic Star
Making love with no
on the Big Bad station. On the Big Bad DJ.
both get
Playing all the Big Bad songs.
this way after.
It's the Chris Wilby Show on Caribbean Vibes Radio Network.
We know it's time that we
Getting out a year at the top of the hour.
be careful. So that
Thank you for keeping me company.
we'll know. Secret lovers, yeah, that's what we are. Trying so hard to hide the way we feel. 'Cause we both belong to someone else, but we can't let go. 'Cause what we feel is oh so
station with the best music.
If I had to live without you, what kind of life would that be? Oh, I need you in my arms, need you to hold
Few more minutes, Ryan. Just a few more minutes.
my soul. If you ever leave, well, baby, you would take away everything good in my life. And tell me now, how do I live without you? I want to know. How do I breathe without you? If you ever go, how do I ever survive? How do I, oh, how do I live without you? There'd be no sun in my sky. There would be no love in my life. There'd be no world left for me and I. Baby, I don't know what I would do. I'd be lost if I lost you. If you ever leave, baby, you would take away everything real in my life. And tell me now, how do I live without you? I want to know. How do I breathe without you? If you ever go, how do I ever survive? How do I, oh, how do I live? Please tell me, baby. How do I go on if you ever leave? Well, baby, you would take away everything. Need you with me. Baby, don't you know that you're everything good in my life? And tell me now, how do I live without you? I want to know. How do I breathe without you? If you ever go, how do I ever survive? How do I, oh, how do I live? How do I live without you? How do I live without you, baby?
Simple touch of your hand and everything is right. The gentle
The station with the best music. Best music.
I love the music.
Best music.
freedom. No other love is known. And now I thank you, girl.
Hey, Ryan. Oh, Lord of mercy, Ryan, I'll be here cracking up, I tell you.
It's more than I can say.
You have me cracking up, Ryan.
Beauty that you've shown to me takes me.
It's 8:50. Time for me to pack up my boat. Ryan said I must come dark my way home. So, yes.
That's what all of it.
As Lady D would say, dark our way home. So I go dark my way home right now. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for keeping me company. Been here since 6 o'clock this evening. sitting in for the great Lady D, Denise Gomez. Good evening to you, Lady D. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for allowing me to sit in for you. I know that you have a whole lot of confidence in me. This is not in anybody you're going to let do that. So I appreciate it, really and truly. I appreciate it. I appreciate the trust and the confidence that you have in me to allow me to do that. So thank you. I appreciate it.
But now my life's a canvas.
But a time for you come back for your show. A time for you dark your way back to your show. Dark your butt back to the show and come take your show from me. Alright? Yeah. Too much now, man. Come on, man. Enough is enough now. Come. The people they want to hear you.
We're sharing is real inside our hearts. Let it be.
Bye, Ryan. Osh, boss. Osh. I saw it go. You saw it go, yeah. So it go. This has been Inside the Zone of the Chris Wilby Show. Don't forget Sunday evening, 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock until 8. Divine Praise. It's hoping that you're going to have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. No matter what you do, make sure that you put God first, alright? I'm gonna dark my way home right now. To my bed. I'm gonna dark myself to my bed right now. That's what I'm gonna do. Thanks again, everyone. Have yourselves a fantastic night. It was fun. I enjoyed myself. I hope you did too. Gotcha. I'm out of here. Walk good.
To what we had, the good time that made us laugh, outweigh the bad. I thought we'd get to see forever, but forever's gone now. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. I don't know where the road is going to lead.
Feel the vibe, everybody.
All I know.
Everybody come alive. Feel the vibe. Everybody come alive. Feel the vibe. Everybody come alive. Everybody come alive.